Assalamu alaikum students. I hope all of you are doing great. In this video, I am going to present you an example of mode type state transition graph for a bus controller. For example, you have a bus controller which can receive requests R0 to R3 from 4 devices, device A, B, C and D. Whereas this bus controller has 4 outputs O0 to O3 and this is your bus. Here these devices can request this bus controller to access this bus. Whereas this bus controller provides access to any of these devices via these 4 lines O0 to O3, among which only one is enabled, one at a time. Moreover, this device A has highest priority, whereas device D has lowest priority as compared to other devices. Moreover, if this device or highest priority device requests this bus controller to have an access to this bus, it can occupy this bus no matter which devices has already occupied this bus. For example, when device C is using this bus, if device A requests to bus controller to access this bus controller will provide access to this bus to device A and will cut off the access or device C to this bus. So, highest priority device can occupy the bus or preempt the bus. Finally, before serving any pending request, this controller remains idle for one clock cycle. So, our task in this video is to design a mode type state transition graph for this bus controller. So, this is your first state S0, which is representing an idle state. It means whenever all the pins, all the requests are 0000, your output is 0000 because you have 4-bit request lines and 4-bit output lines. So when no device is requesting, then your bus controller is in idle state. But when device A, which is representing here by S1, if device A is requesting to access the bus, then this output or note will be enabled and device A will be served. Here we have don't care conditions because device A has highest priority. If device B, C or D, any of these devices B, C or D requesting an access to the bus, it will not be granted. So if device 1 is keep requesting to access the bus, it will be provided the access to the bus. Remaining devices will not be served. So when this device does not want to use the bus, the control will return to the bus controller and then bus controller will remain in idle state as long as next device or any other device requests again. So let's suppose this time device B is requesting the access to bus controller. Then in this case device A is not requesting, whereas this device B is requesting, and it will be keep serving by the bus controller as long as it requests the bus controller to have an access to bus. If it don't want to use the bus, then its request pin will be 0. Now here you can observe that it will also return its access to bus if device A also requests the bus. So during its usage of bus, if device A requests bus controller to have an access to bus, the control will be returned to the idle state, then bus will be served to device A. So no matter if device B wants to return the access or device A want to access the bus, this state S2 will be transitioned from S2 to S0. Similarly, device A and device B both are not requesting the bus controller, and here device C requests the bus controller to have an access to the bus, then it will be served and your output O2 will be enabled. It means device C have an access to the bus and it have an access to the bus as long as you have this combination of request pins. Here you can see you have don't care bit at the 4th position because device D has lowest priority, and it will return its access to the bus to bus controller if device A requests the bus or device B requests the bus controller to have an access, or if device C wants to return its access to the bus controller. In that case, your bus controller will be in idle state. Similarly, for the last device, if no other devices, device A, B and C are requesting, only device D wants to access the bus controller, only then the bus controller will provide an access to device D, and it will be served as long as you have this combination at the request pins. And this access of bus to device D will remain to the device D as long as all other devices do not request the bus controller. If they request, for example, if device A requests this bus controller to have an access, the control will be returned from this device to the bus controller. So, if device A, B or C requests the bus controller maintaining the priority among them, then access to the bus of this device will be returned to the bus controller, or it will also be returned if device D do not want to have an access to the bus. So this is your final mode type state transition graph for your bus controller. Hopefully you have understood this state transition graph. So if you have any question, feel free to ask me via my email ID. Thank you very much.